Previously on Dances with Dice. A hero falls, and we must carry on.
You all stand there as a flash of green light goes off, and you watch Finn's body fall to the floor. You see Professor Myers standing there, his eyes fully morphed into these two draconic irises. A wicked smile across his face as he disappears in a cloud of smoke. Finn's pistol along with him. Finn, you fall to the ground with a dull, sort of soft thud, and you can feel a almost creeping, burning cold seeping from the tips of your toes and the edges of your fingers slowly, methodically towards your heart. You have time for maybe a few final words.
He looks over. How far away are they? Did they
You guys
over?
were all the blast would have sent you sort of flying back towards your friends. They were a little bit further across the room. So I would say you probably kind of land in a heap on some desks, not far from your friends. GB's kind of run up to you and is like whining and whimpering, sort of like dogs do, sort of like kind of pawing nervously, walking around. He knows something is wrong.
I guess
Theo
I'm giving them a chance to
scrambled over.
Yeah.
What's going
Theo, as you stand over his body, you can see his
she's
veins.
Not standing. She's kneeling. She's like on her hands and knees.
Yeah. Well, as you kind of crouch over his body, you can watch from the tips of his fingers all of the veins and arteries within his body are starting to blacken, and you can see this slow snaking of like this poison throughout his body.
No.
Why?
I don't know. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Just let me see if I can find something in my pack. Something that can fuck. Felix, can you do anything?
Why?
Felix, as you sort of walk over, please roll me a medicine check.
Jesus Christ. Sorry, I fucking closed out of my character sheet. I don't know why I did that.
Don't laugh. Idiot is dying.
I'm sorry. It's so.
I had everything open, and for some reason, right before we started, I closed out of my browser window.
The ADHD.
I rolled a 9.
A 9. Okay.
You can totally heal him.
I would say
Stop death.
In your panic, you I would say in your panic you sort of kneel down and just like pump a healing spell into him, and as nothing happens, you're a bard, you have like your first aid training is mainly for hangovers and the morning after, like it's poison's not your thing, but even with a 9 you can tell as somebody who's done magic, whatever this is, you're not stopping with healing word.
You have to stop this. But first, you have to stop fighting each other.
You're going to be okay, Fiddy. It's going to be okay. You're going to be all right.
I don't.
Finian, as you feel this slow creeping poison start to reach your heart, a rattling, sort of gasping breath escapes, and his eyes close for a final time.
No, Finian, wake up, Finian! Felix, do something! Why aren't you doing anything? Finian, wake up!
GB sort of lays down and nuzzles at his hand a little bit, and looks at the two of you for a moment, just like, what? Before you watch as the magic that was holding him sort of seeps away, and he collapses next to Finian in a pile of sort of metal and leather and fur.
Theo just kind of collapses, just screaming out in just anger and pain, as like she's like her arms are on top of both of them. Just I would do the rage scream in it, but I don't want to do that into the mic and hurt everybody's ears.
Yeah, no, that's
As suddenly Theo performs the Klingon death ritual.
Exactly.
Warning those in the afterlife, a warrior is coming.
Yeah.
Theo, both Theo and
What
Felix.
is Felix doing, by the way?
Yeah.
I think he's still standing, and it is mostly. Well, no, he would have leaned down for the healing spell. Fully like 1,000-yard stare, like not looking at JB or Finn.
Theo is still just like screaming and sobbing.
As you guys stand there sort of taking this in, your reverie for a moment is,
and she also add in, she's like between her sobs she's saying, not again.
okay. Through as you as you are standing there in this grief, your tears are sharply cut by a sound as there is a banging at the barred and latch door, and you can hear muffled on the other side,
"This is the Linen City Guard. Open up, or we shall break down this door."
and another pounding ensues as you guys are ripped back into the moment, and you remember what you were told. The guard has been called. There is no other exit from this room, and you are laying here with a dead body.
Theo is ignoring it. In fact, it's making her angry. She's like, the black veins are like in her, like the neck, like whenever, like they are just pulsing and they are rising up into her face.
I'm going to grab Theo's like upper arm, like right here. You need to pull it together. We cannot get killed by the guards here. If we start a fight, we will lose. There are two of us. We're not dying here.
Theo, please roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Roll to see if she dies here. Oh, that's a 12. The wrong one.
She dies here.
That's well, no. I mean, I rolled a d12.
Oh.
I rolled a d12. Sorry about that, boys. Hold on.
I mean, that was really good for a d12.
That was pretty good for a d12.
Felix, if
Oh.
Theo had just died here and Felix was just like standing here like,
Felix on my own, pretending she's beside me. That's 14.
14 total.
Yeah, 14 total.
All right, you feel a voice. You feel that voice rising in the back of your mind. Vengeance, vengeance, vengeance. Kill, 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 kill. She did this. But you hear Felix's voice sort of cutting through that fog, and you swallow the bile and blink and sort of return to yourself.
All right. Fine. Fuck. She takes a breath and she kind of like uses her maul to stand back up, but she's just still kind of looking down at Finian's body and GB.
do our teleportation things that we got from Bean, are they still...
They are on cooldown till the dawn because you already used it.
Fuck!
I will say, roll. Both of you roll me perception checks real quick.
Fuck yeah, queen. I got 23.
23.
I rolled a 19 plus 4, baby.
Damn, girl.
9!
You're the bard.
This is
I
affecting.
rolled 6s both times!
This is affecting Felix way more than they are letting on at the moment. Apparently.
Newsflash, asshole! I've been rolling 6s the entire time!
Wah, wah. We're coping.
With Felix with a 9, you're just kind of like, look around the room. Windows. There's windows. We're on the 4th floor. Windows out. Door. Door has guards. Windows. Still on the 4th floor. Why am I going back to windows?
Floor, solid. Ceiling, also solid.
Desk. Not gonna work for long. Theo, with a 23, you like kind of like shake it off, and like your adrenaline kicks in, your training kicks in, that sort of crisis management that your mother instilled in you starts to kick in. You can hear there is at least 10 guards behind that door, but you recall that hallway is very narrow. They're going to be stacked up side by side. The door is only latched now, and immediately, Theo, you start looking. It's like you start hurling like desks and chairs and anything that you can within at the door to form like sort of a barricade. As you do this just in time as the door sort of is as the door starts to splinter and crack, and like as the lock is sort of pulled away as they're trying to pry the door open, and you can see like the guard's eye poking through. It's like, you there, stop, don't you. It's like, you are under arrest for the attack on this fine fortress. And they continue like prying. They continue prying at the door. And you can hear like shouts for like, get the wizards up. We need to magically make sure we can hold them. But you can hear like a struggling through the hallway as they are very tightly packed in there, unable to really move. You guys have bought yourself a little bit more time to see if you can't work out a plan.
You got something, Hannah?
Well, I was gonna say that perhaps the police would know her. Or on the 4th floor, windows.
I don't know Featherfall or anything that would help us. Is this the fucking rock situation again? Is there an obvious answer we're fucking missing and it's not turning into rocks?
No, you're not. This is not our rock. This is not our rock moment. This is not our Dwayne the Rock Johnson moment. I will say.
How far can we fall down before it hurts?
It's
4th floor is not an option. based
I don't know.
on physics.
I have this thing called mirthful leaps. But I don't know if that applies to height.
What does
will
mirthful leaps do?
Little bard body survive this?
Whenever you make a long or high jump, you can roll a d8 and add the number rolled to the number of feet you cover, even when making a standing jump. 8
Jumping is different from falling.
Vertical leap.
Jumping is different from falling.
We could get on the roof.
Tell you what.
How would that improve our
I
situation?
don't know. We'd be on the roof now.
I'll tell you.
Oh! We could scale to the floor below. But no, then we'd have to leave Finn's body, and I do not want to leave Finn's body.
I will say, roll me another perception check real quick.
If I roll a goddamn 6, I'm leaving this call.
Wait. No, well, that would work for me and me only, maybe. No, it wouldn't. We're on the 4th floor.
You'll never believe what I rolled.
I think
Another
you need new
6?
dice.
You need to switch that. You need to switch that d20. So, with a 6, Felix, you're still freaking out. 18. Okay. With an 18, you at this point, Theo, you're feeling a little bit. Your mind sort of clarifies for a second. It's like, wait a minute, this guy was crazy. This guy was a part of. This guy was. He's at bare minimum evil, at worst working for the cult-like secrets, and you start ripping books off of bookshelves. You start slamming wall tiles. You are looking for you have a little brain blast moment. You start looking for the secret entrance. I will say,
help me look. There's got to be something around here.
I will say, Felix, you can roll another. You can roll an investigation check with advantage as you guys begin looking for a little hidden passage.
Can I bastardize identify just a little bit and try to use it as a detect magic kind of thing, despite not knowing detect magic?
Identify on every single
an Arcana check.
Identify on every single book.
Make me an Arcana check.
I grabbed a different set of dice.
Is it another 6?
It's another 6.
This is like Hannah rolling natural ones for the first 5 sessions of campaign 1. What the fuck?
Is this a new dice?
Probability of me rolling 4 goddamn 6s
in a
row.
I think it's a sign, considering that's the fucking devil's number.
Oh my goodness, that's
Morgan,
amazing.
are you possessed? Is the devil after you personally?
During Pride Month too? That's awful.
During Pride Month?
Have you seen the graphic?
Demon?
The word Pride Month, but the colors are just on the word demon inside of it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. What's funny is that a gay person made that for funnies. An actual queer from what I recall, if I recall correctly, an actual actual queer person made that just for funsies, and then the homophobias were like, "Hey, wait a minute, let me just."
Also, happy Pride Month, everybody. Everyone here at the DWD cast loves you.
Hooray.
We support love. We love love. Don't do illegal things with your love.
You're gonna.
I've grabbed 2
You
other
got
dice
some
sets, and I'm just gonna roll the d20s real quick, and if either of them are 6s, I'm throwing them out my window. Okay, they weren't 6s. We're
all
good
right.
here.
What was your your 6 plus what was the Arcana?
God, I hope I have a good modifier on Arcana.
I have +3.
2, what the fuck? 8.
8.
I'm stupid. I'm sorry, Hannah specifically, but I am a fucking awful.
We just lost the smart one. Finian's dead. Finian was the smart one.
The smart one. Oh wait, no, I'm not. Sorry, I thought it was a Miriam.
Felix, Felix, you head over to what appear to be a magical instrumentation of some kind. You're just plucking at things, trying to find things. It's it's not working. It's not working. It's and the feeling is starting to slowly set in. The feeling is starting to slowly set in that there might not be an escape. And as that feeling starts to set in, the door cracks a little bit more. Some of the benches and desks get pushed away, and like one of the dudes like fully sticks his head in. It's like, I told you to stop. You are now this is now destruction of property in addition to attack on the fortress. And then Theo, looking at you, you see a moment of dawning recognition. It's like, you. And he looks at you. It's like he like kind of like is trying to like shove himself through, like he's like dragging himself, and is like now kind of like sideways through the door. It's like, and like points at you, Theo. It's like, by order of High General Gwendolyn LaCour, Theo LaCour, I declare you under arrest and an enemy of the Empire of Mercia.
Theodosia does a slow turn. Sorry? Since when are the charges against me heightened like that shit?
Okay, I'm gonna interrupt her and say, Theo, cover your ears. And I'm gonna pull out the pipes of haunting.
Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
The pipes are calling.
The pipes are haunting.
The pipes
Okay,
of haunting
what do the
indeed.
pipes of haunting do?
Alright, each creature within 30 feet of me has to succeed on a DC 15 wisdom saving throw or become frightened for 1 minute.
Okay.
And the having Theo cover her ears was for flavor because I can just automatically make her succeed.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
All right. And what is the DC?
15 wisdom.
These guys are all gonna have the same wisdom anyway, so I'll just roll 1.
I'm reminded that, like, in the covering her ears, I'm reminded that, like, Theo has fluffy.
She's got a little
So she's, like,
fluffy,
squishing them in.
little fluffy goat
Like,
ears.
she's got fluffy little ears. So that
Say squeeze. So we're doing all these like little cutesy jokes in the middle of this is a very like emotionally heightened moment for you
Our
guys in
friend's
world.
corpse is literally next to us.
They
Theo's
rolled a
upset.
natural 1.
Yay!
I'm stronger than God! Sorry.
This horrific haunting melody emerges. Felix, please roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Did you play an original tune?
That would be wild since his main instrument is the lute, so he'd probably get right on that instead. 18.
18.
A random doot 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 is still an original tune.
With an 18, you play normally, but you feel like there's like a pocket inside of you. There's a swelling almost, and you can feel your fingers for a moment start to slip on like the nozzles and the pieces of the horn, and you can feel them momentarily move into a new orientation to play a new song before you sort of like squeeze your fingers a little bit and then like resume and then just play one of your standard melodies. But the pipes of haunting work. And so how long does the effect last that they have to flee?
1 minute.
1 minute. Okay.
You gotta fucking go.
So they you as soon as almost like in
they scared of
tandem.
you? Are they scared of Felix?
They're scared of Felix. So almost like
Okay,
in
so then we
tandem of Theo going, "Excuse fucking me?" Almost like that happens at the same time you start playing, and so like almost like her shriek almost like amplifies with the pipes of haunting, and then it's like, and like he's like jettisoning himself backwards, like trying to get out of the door. You hear like the sound of like metal on metal as they're like scraping and trying to get by each other. It's still very obvious they are stuck in the hallway, so unlikely you'd be able to escape that way, but you have bought yourself a little bit of time to try to figure something out.
This is just a repeated of trying to figure something out, as if there's any way of escaping.
Well, no. Now you guys can at least get into the hallway and see if you can get into another classroom or somewhere else to make your escape.
Right.
The way you came in is not viable, but there are other classrooms you could try.
Okay. Theo, how heavy is GB?
I mean, GB's a German Shepherd-sized dog made entirely of metal, so heavy.
Well, I'm strong.
Just the dog would be like 80 or 90 pounds.
Yeah,
if it was
yeah.
flesh.
80, I would say at least probably like 100, 150 pounds would be GB. You could solo, I would say you could solo carry GB, Theo, but you would not be able to carry both Finn and GB.
That's what I was going to say. Felix grab Finn, because I have a feeling Finn is going to be lighter than GB. Considering he's, what, 3 feet tall? And
I will tell you, my strength is 11.
I think he's
As long as you
probably
can carry,
lighter.
as long as it's neutral, you can carry it. You're fine.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
You grab, gesturing. She's grabbing GB. You grab Finny.
You guys
body.
walk into the hallway.
We walk.
Well, I mean, you can, you run, you walk into the hallway, whatever it is. You run into the hallway. As soon as Felix enters the hallway, the scramble becomes more and more as they keep trying to claw and climb their way. But that entire, like, basically, if you exit the room, going left is entirely blocked, and going right is a hallway, is a longer hallway that ends in a fork to the left or right. I need both of you to please roll me survival checks, please.
23.
23.
That's good, because I rolled an 11.
Okay. Felix, you take off running. It's like, wait a minute. I've been to college before. Most colleges are kind of somewhat laid out in a, well, terrible but logical fashion. And so you go to the end of the hallway, you go to the end of the hallway, hook a left, hook a right, hook another left. You find yourself at a set of stairs. Excellent. You guys run up, you guys take the stairs, and it's the moment of your like euphoria of just like, fuck yeah, we got away. As you run up the stairs and you open the door, you realize we're on the roof. And
23.
Well, you got away, and I would, as you guys arrive on the roof, you can hear like the sound of the guards like kind of in the building below you. It's like,
Spread out and look for them. They don't know, they couldn't have gotten far.
so you have at least dodged your pursuers for the moment. You have a little moment to breathe up here on the roof. As you cast your eyes around, you can see that there is, it's like similar to those college buildings that are like very close together. There is like a little bit of like a roof gap to another building across the way. And as you guys peer down around you, you can see just below you, maybe about 10 feet off of the building, but you can see a very deep, it's a fountain, but it was clearly like what might have been like a converted swimming pool at one point, a very deep fountain about 40 feet below you.
I thought you were going to say like a haystack.
No, I'm not. You're not going to Assassin's Creed this. You're going to go into actual something that will slow your momentum, which is water.
I just need to Google something really quick.
That if we could survive a 40-foot drop into water, I've seen people jump off cliffs.
I need to remember where's the point that jumping into water is the same as jumping onto like concrete.
Yeah. How tall till die when hit water?
The record for high diving is 192 feet, so we're
Oh.
fine.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be good. Damn, high divers, like, damn, you're really just kissing death, aren't you?
Well, remember, for most like professional high diving, they have someone, like if you're at the Olympics, like there is a system in the pool that runs water right below the high dive point that upsets the surface of the water so they can go in easily and not die. For cliff divers, I don't know how they do it. I assume it's the motion of the ocean, one would hope, but the fountain's on, so like there are breaks in the water that would, I guess, cushion the fall and not make it a concrete slab you're landing on.
The internet is telling me we really need to make it a pencil dive too, so
Pencil dive as much as we fucking can.
yeah.
Uh,
All right, I
so-
hope this doesn't kill us.
I think we'll be fine. 300-foot 300 foot is when it definitely would kill us.
You're
I think
you're only 40 feet
40
right
feet.
now.
We're at risk of harm with over 30 feet, but if we do it right, we are gonna live. One way or another, we're gonna live. We might hurt, but we're gonna live.
You will hurt.
We will hurt, but we're gonna live.
We will hurt.
We will hurt, but we're gonna live. Well, we might hurt,
All right.
but we're definitely gonna live.
Please roll me athletics checks, please.
I do not.
This is not acrobatics because you are carrying something.
That's true.
Thank fuck.
25.
25.
Athletics is my lowest modifier.
Athletics is my highest.
But I did get 18 total.
Nice. Okay.
So this jump won't kill me.
You
This is
both
the most
have
athletic that Felix has ever been, carrying the dead body of his friend.
You both have that like moment from the other guys where it's like The Rock and Sam Jackson on top of the building almost, where it's like it's a little aim for the bushes moment. The door behind you bursts open as the guards come pouring out. It's like, and you like almost like you can almost hear it's like stop as they're like screaming at you.
It's that action scene of
yeah, you guys run, you guys jump, you guys run, you guys jump, and you guys go hurtling over the edge. The weight of the things you're carrying like almost tips you like head first forward. And as you guys go headfirst forward, you're able to correct around, and then right before you're about to hit the water, you watch as a portal opens up beneath your feet. You guys go.
Why did we just do this in the first place?
You say go flying right through. You guys go down like what is a bit of a slide, and then land on like the hard marble floor of of some sort of a study or library. And there's a large leatherback chair sitting there with a figure sitting in the seat reading a newspaper. They flip the newspaper down and you can see the leader of the Five Fingers, the one sitting there. It's like, well,
Aldi?
You lot got into a lot more trouble than I was expecting.
Thank fuck.
Yes, the bald. Well, he is not bald right now. He is in his blonde-haired, monocled, sort of dapper getup. But yes, the same bald guy, or who would have been the bald guy you met
30 episodes ago.
Yep, it is the one. It's just like, I
We
warned
were
you.
calling him something else last time. The Everyman.
The Everyman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is his more. That's his sort of moniker. So yeah, it's the one. It's the Everyman.
Oh, thank fuck.
Don't thank me yet. You lot.
I mean, we're not flattened like fucking pancakes.
I suppose you're right.
Theo's just sitting there breathing. She's like, her head's kind of like looking towards the slide. Like, you just have that.
I mean, it's less just have that and more to be used at times of great need, I would say.
I'm just imagining the Everman when it's not in use, like climbing top, like, yeah. He's like, when
look,
it's not.
what I may or may not do in my spare time, entirely up to me. But you lot have gotten yourselves into a bit of a pickle, haven't you?
Do you know Revivify? Do you have clerics here?
He, his brow furrows for the first time. I am sorry, Felix. There's nothing that can be done here. I know that you are all aware, certainly, of, there are spells that can kill. There's very few things certain amounts of magic can't undo, but, those draconic fucks have been filling Professor Meyer's head with ancient knowledge for the better part of a century. He's crafted himself some real doozies. The only thing that brings Finian back now is a wish.
I don't even know where he's from. I don't know if he has family that's alive. I don't know where we would even begin to think about putting him to rest. And
He walks over and kind of puts a hand on your shoulder and kind of pulls you in for a hug a little bit. Just kind of lets you get that emotion out, whatever you're feeling. I will take care of it. We have, there's a mausoleum here with which we can store his body.
I look to Theo. I don't say anything, but I just kind of make eye contact with Theo to, like, get her approval, I guess. Like, is this okay for you too?
So long as we are the ones to place him and GB there.
Absolutely. I
He
will,
should be... He should be put to rest by friends.
Of course. I will,
Sorry, that's not the right accent. Sorry, I'm emotional. I was slipped into the incorrect voice. My bad.
the everyman looks at you guys. Everyman looks at you and is like, follow me. And he, you watch as he is walking. He morphs, his changeling
I love how we're
form.
trusting the fucking criminal with the body of our friend.
He
I know
has
we
to
don't
give
really
us-
have.
he
Yeah,
has to
He's
I
the
give
know.
us
only one
reason
who
yet
hasn't
to
fucked you
not
over
trust
yet,
him.
to be
Yeah.
fair.
Yes, I understand that, but it's still, yeah.
And we're kind of at the point of, like, what else are we gonna do?
Yeah. What else are
Yeah.
we gonna do with this?
You and I mean, to the best of your knowledge,
Dean
you
and
are
her
current.
man are the only other people that I would, like, fuck
Trust
with
the-
at this point.
Yeah.
At this moment, you're definitely outside the law. At least Theo is.
Theo still has a bone to pick with her mother. Like last time we left off, folks, I was not wanted.
Mm-hmm. The everyman, as he is walking, you see his form shifts away from this dapper, well-dressed, blonde-haired male into he is in a he shifts into the form of an elven woman, a dark elf, beautiful, in a very clearly a morning attire, a morning dress, but it is white. It is pure white with a black veil over her eyes. And she leads you down several flights of stairs. You can very clearly tell you're going into the depths. And you find a large mausoleum with, it looks like about 100 or so graves, 100 or so crypts there. The everyman, she now leads you to an empty one. It's like, this is one I was not hoping to have to occupy for a very, very long time, but I'll make more room. Yeah, and she, there's a, you can see a plinth, the body that is on top of the mausoleum plinth. You can very clearly tell from like the body that's atop it. It is half of it appears to be male, the other half appears to be female, and you can tell from the face that this is it's the face that everyman most often takes. This is very clearly meant to be there too. I will give you some privacy. And she begins to leave the room.
No, we don't have time to unpack all of that.
Also, Theo isn't about to question it. Theo isn't be like, no, this is for you. Theo's like, yeah, okay.
So you guys are standing there with body of Finn and GB.
I'm imagining, like, tell me if I'm wrong here, because my closest approximation is like what hospital morgues look like, where it is like the wall refrigerators that have like the pull-out, like. benches?
Yes. No, so like think
I
like
was imagining
think,
Skyrim.
like a Victorian or fantasy mausoleum. Like it's a large.
Google what mausoleums look
This is a very large room that's full of like those stone like coffins, sort of things.
So think Baldur's Gate / Skyrim.
Yeah.
I have the aesthetics. I'm just struggling with like where the bodies go.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. You know when you go into Skyrim and they got
know,
the
but
little
Like when the Draugr come out of like the walls or the graves, it's one of those.
It just opened like that?
Well, it had its thing on top. It had its like resting stone on top of it. That was the visage of the Averyman, and then that has been moved away so that you can put Finn's body in the
like
thing.
a sarcophagus.
Yeah, it's a
So
stone
more like
sarcophagus.
freestanding rather than like wall.
Yes, yeah. Every one of these sarcophagi are freestanding. Some are, because of the number, some are like inset into walls, but they are all individual.
Yeah, I'm imagining like a stone coffin attached to the ground that has like, you know, a stone top and all that.
Yeah,
Push that aside.
Now I know we're on the same page. Okay.
Yes.
So I am going to fucking put our friend's corpse inside of the goddamn thing.
You
I hate that.
lay his body to rest.
Theo is going to try to gently lay GB down next to him, where one of GB's little arms would be around him, like just like the little puppy snuggling his person, so that maybe
shut the fuck up.
Maybe one day when we can wake them up, they can wake up in each other's arms.
Do you guys say anything?
I hate this.
Theo does say, I'm sorry that I had never asked questions. I should have learned from past mistakes not to devalue, not to forget that other people have stories too. I don't think it's a stretch to say you are the best of us, Finian. The only one with good intentions. Or not that I'd know. Not that I then chance. Not that I'd know. Looks at Felix with just kind of like a, you know, we're grieving, but you know, let me make a little silly little. You didn't deserve this, and I don't think it's a stretch to say you deserved it at the very least.
I was so terrible to you in this life. I was a shitty friend and a shitty traveling companion, but I will not tarnish your memory by sitting here and being self-flagellating for the sake of my own ego.
I don't know what flagellating means.
God damn it!
Hannah and Theo don't know what flagellating means.
Means to beat yourself, like to self-flog.
Oh, okay.
Like if you like were to beat yourself with a whip.
It's like it's saying some woe is me nonsense.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Like, I should have done better for you. Like, making it all about him is what he's saying. Like, I don't want to make this all about me.
How do you know that, like, that's not what his ghost wants to hear? Like, hey, yeah, you actually should have done better. Actually, I'm glad you recognized.
Stop doing the Theo voice so I don't have to do this in character.
How do you know that Finian's ghost is going like, yeah, you should have. You should have done better, actually.
Finian
now that I'm
in the
thinking about it,
afterlife.
I was pretty damn cool, and you guys, I invented a gun, and you guys you guys treated me like I didn't actually have a gun.
We were supposed to. Oh, that's we wanted that. We were lying for him!
Wait, fuck his gun! Does he have his gun?
Oh
Or
no,
did-
no, that got taken.
Fuck!
Yeah, that was. Remember, he handed
that's
him.
right, he took the gun 'cause he
handed
just
him his
handed-
gun. He handed
handed
him
the
his gun.
professor
It's
his
just
gun.
like,
Fuck!
thank you, die.
There's a man out there
With a gun!
with a gun!
There's a
Who
white
definitely-
man with a gun!
There's a white man with a gun out there who definitely should not have a gun!
Oh no, that's
What
even
did
worse.
security do about it?
It's a white man.
Hey!
No, it's a white.
Typical.
It's a white
Typical.
man with a gun and dragons inside him.
It's such a horrible combination.
Okay. I'm gonna count to 3, and then we are gonna get back to the funeral.
Right.
I'm going to be serious.
Finian's
Listen,
ghost
it
is
would-
like, you motherfuckers.
It wouldn't be us if we didn't make at least one joke.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna grab Theo's hand.
Wait.
Like, still looking at, Finian. It's just like low handhold, like just grasping hand.
Yeah.
I was born in Covenheim. Where were you born?
I was born here, at the Tellinian Fortress. I grew up in Evercrown.
We're gonna do better. Because it's what he would have done.
It's what he told us to do. You were a good boy, GB,
The best boy.
and you'll be a good boy again, we promise. You
Does
rest.
GB have a collar?
Yeah, I believe he did. I thought Finn had made one. If not, he would have probably a strap of leather around his neck.
I'm going to take
Okay.
It's
as the resident dog person, I'm gonna take it.
Okay. What'd you do with it?
I'm just gonna like wrap it up a little bit and put it in one of my bags.
Okay. You have GB's collar.
I thought you were gonna like wear it as a bracelet. Or wear it
I
as
was
like a necklace.
considering it, putting it on, and then I was
But
like,
then you were like, wait a minute.
that looks like a kink thing, and it's my dead friend's dog, and that just feels weird.
Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Especially because you're playing a male and the collar probably has a little tag that says GB on it, and that really gets into
boy.
kink territory.
If it just literally said "good boy"
Good
on
boy.
it,
Exactly.
and somebody walks in here and I'm holding Theo's hand and
Damn.
wearing a collar that says
Who
"good
says
boy,"
good
it's like,
boy?
what the fuck happened?
What are the implications here?
Every man walks back to us like, oh, you got over that quickly.
Oh, all right. You know,
God damn!
in front of my mausoleum,
yeah.
In front of my salad.
in front of my, in front of your
During
dead
Pride
friend's
Month?
during Pride Month, in front of Finn's dead body. We laugh so we don't cry.
Exactly.
Um,
you guys take as much time as you need. You make your way back up the stairs, back into the main room. And go ahead.
I was gonna. Did I have it? No, I don't have it. But I do have a bit of. I do have a bit of ink, and she is going to write on like the side of the coffin just Finian's full name
Okay.
and
You write Finian Felbrook.
and good boy.
Hold
And
on. Wait.
Just so that when we come back, we can find it, just in case.
No, I'm trying to see if like prestidigitation can if I can carve it.
Ooh. Sorry, everyman. Or-
I'll say for the
You
sake
can
of
make
flavor.
a small mark on an object.
I'll say for the sake of flavor, you can use prestidigitation to kind of carve it in,
Okay.
so that there is a proper marker for him. You guys stay there as long as you need. Take as much time as is
best
necessary.
of wives and best of women.
but
Are we still holding hands the whole time?
sure. If you'd like to
Do you
hold
let
hands,
go of my
I'll-
hand? No, I'm asking, do you let go of his hand?
No, Theo does not let go of his hand.
All right, you guys make your way back up the stairs. Holding hands, not holding hands, that's up to you two. You
I
guys
think
make
we
your way.
probably break hands as soon as we like step away from the coffin.
Okay. You guys make your way back up the stairs. And as you reach the top of the stairs, you hear a vroom, vroom, whoop, a whirring sound as another one of those magical portals opens up, and you watch as a gout of fire and a series of stone blocks come tumbling through, along with a body, a soldier's looking body comes boom. It's like an Averyman is back in his male form, looks down over his newspaper. Our third guest has arrived. And that is where we will end our session for today.
We have to bury another person?
Thank you
know
all
this
so
guy.
much. Thank you
I
all
don't
so much.
know him. I
for-
can't do a heartfelt burial for this one too. Why do you keep collecting bodies, everyman?
I guess we have to say something else about ourselves in front of another corpse.
Fuck.
Thank you all so much for joining us
At
for
least I
another
know where to
episode.
return Felix's dead body.
Thank you
Anyone
so
missing this guy?
Thank you all so much for joining us for another episode of Dances with Dice. Please follow us on all social media channels at Dances with Dice. When you use the hashtag DWDcast or DWDart, we'll use you as named NPCs in the show. Thank you so much for joining us, and join us every single Tuesday for new episodes of Dances with Dice. Oh, yeah.